Love the positivity. What does Ernesto de la Cruz think about it? By the way, guys, Ernest is Lydia's fiance, soon to be husband. I call him Ernesto de la Cruz as for the baby. What does he feel?
Um, in fact, I mean, usually I think uh, the I feel like I'm the one who's supposed to be more positive and more reassuring of things in the relationship. Most of the times, I've always been that way, but sometimes he surprises me till today. Even after 9.5 years, he still surprises me with his attitude, his thinking, the way he talks, or his character and things like that. I still learn new things about him till today. Um, but what he really thinks about it is he is a very chill guy, very laid back, um, doesn't take much stress or get tensed about things. So the person he is, he just, of course, I'm sure he has, things that he thinks of, but he's been more supportive to me because when it comes to love, I think I'm a little bit of, um, a little more of a romantic and, um, I get very emotional because obviously I'm emotionally attached to him, unlike clients. So with Eddie, obviously I was like, man, we could be getting ready to get married. We could be doing this. We could be like practicing our dance choreography for a reception. And, I keep talking about what we could have done or what we could be doing right now. But he's always been, the stronger one given the situation. And he's always told me, don't worry, it's going to be fine. It's going to be much more beautiful than what we've imagined it to be. Um, so it's not like we're never going to get married. It's just that it's pushed for maybe couple of weeks more, or a month or two, or whatever. So he's just really a lot more positive than I am, and more supportive in terms of helping me calm my nerves or helping me calm my anxiousness and things like that. So very supportive.
Wow, that's awesome. Mm. But that's quite, I don't know. I don't know how I would react if I was in such a situation. I don't know how any of us would react. But just the strength that you both are showing, it's fabulous, Lydia.
Thanks, Kev.
And
We tried. It's not like we were born with the strength, but uh, there's all Eddie. I mean, Ernest always tells me one thing. Eddie always tells me one thing is that there is no point in stressing because you're only going to take on yourself. Because of stress, I lose hair from my head. I eat maybe, or I just put unnecessary pressure on myself just thinking about it, and I tend to be an overthinker sometimes. So he's always told me, just there's no point you worrying because you're not going to change anything. Because of me worrying or being stressed, I'm not going to be able to get corona to leave the entire world and get things back to normal. So you can't change anything by being stressed or worried. So just chill and take it one day at a time. Um, so yeah, we try to be positive and strong through any difficulties.
That's awesome. I think you need to clarify who Eddie is and who Ernest is. Is this the same guy or you got like two guys?
Okay, so it's Ernest Edison, and we generally call him Eddie. But since Kevin said Ernest, I didn't know if I should say Ernest or Eddie. So I just kind of said both during the conversation.
Good. It's amazing to see, like Kevin was saying, the strength that you have. And like you said, you've always been the person to be strong for him before. And it's, I'm sure, pretty cool that he's being strong for the both of you now. But where did you both get that strength from? You in the past and Eddie right now? Where do you think it comes from?
I think strength is nobody is born with, of course, some of them are strong-willed and some are a little weak. But for me, growing up, um, not everything was, easy. Um, it could be as simple as getting into the school that I wanted to, or studying the course that I wanted to, or for example, even just graduating was not easy. Like people just go into college, finish studying, write the exams, and then they graduate and keep moving on. But even just simply going to college and uh, graduating was not easy for me. Not because I couldn't, but it's just that it felt like the odds were against me. I always had, sorry, okay, I always had some kind of struggles that were thrown at me, which I'm sure most of us go through. But there's one thing that I always focused on when I went through a challenge or a struggle was that what am I learning out of this? And what do I leave and move forward? So, what am I taking and what am I leaving behind is something that I always reflected on and I try to pick up. And I think just really focusing on getting through to the other end of the tunnel where the picture is much more beautiful. But unless you get through, walk through that tunnel, you will not know what's there on the other side. So honestly, like growing up, things have never been easy, but I think the strength really comes from within yourself. You Everybody goes through struggles, but it's you who takes a decision on whether you want to stay in it and sink in it or step outside of it, take what you need to, leave what you need to, and keep moving forward. So strength really comes from within yourself. Is what I would say. And every experience and everything that you've gone through in the past really helps you build that strength. So you don't go from 1 to 10, day one, but you keep gradually increasing in terms of becoming a stronger person through the experiences and through the learnings that you have in those experiences. So yeah.
Lydia, what would you tell people viewing this? I mean, some of them may be at the situation that you're in, or maybe anxious because of this whole lockdown. And so, what advice, or not advice, what kind of encouragement could you give them?
Uh, Honestly, beginning of this lockdown, we were like kind of thinking, man, what are we going to do for 21 days? There's so many things we would have planned. Uh, People may have planned holidays and we were really looking forward to it, or people could have planned just visiting family and planned on things that you could have done with family, or people like me who were meant to get married are now not getting married uh, because of the lockdown. um, I think just take it one day at a time and just live each day the way you would want to. Honestly, like it's easy for me or for any of us to just sit and sulk, and I can just be like, oh man, I'm supposed to get married, I'm not getting married, I've waited for this my whole life in this moment, and so on and so forth. It's easy for me to just sit in my room, sulk, and maybe binge eat and whatnot. But it's just trying to go out, do things. I mean, don't go out literally, but just like going out there, doing things, um, like play or develop a skill that you have, or a hobby that you always wanted to get back into. And honestly, that's really helping me. Um, just a bit of exercise at home really helps your body and to just keep going. So just take it one day at a time. Like, there's no point worrying about tomorrow if you're not sure of whether you've lived today happily to the best and the fullest. So just live each day and take it one day at a time, and just be happy. Uh, Try and be positive and be happy as much as you can. I think that's what I would like to say to whoever that watches this.
Thank you, Vidya, for sharing. I mean, it takes a lot of strength and courage to talk about something which is so sensitive and so close to, it's just knocking down the road. I mean, it's 2 days from now. Must be tough on you, but you have good support system around, as you talked about Eddie being there for you on your weaker days and you being there for him on his weaker days. That helps, I'm sure. So I'm sure everybody is going to learn something from this, hopefully. And with that, we'll conclude. Thank you so much. Before we say bye-bye, I would like to introduce you to Simon, because Simon says. So, Simon.
Yes, ma'am. How are you? I'm fine. So guys, if you liked us, please give us a like or comment about what topics you would like to listen, because we're going to bring you different topics almost either once in 2 days or every day. It depends on the topic. We'll also get in touch with specialists, those who are specialized in those fields, and we'll interview them, or we ourselves will come up with topics and talk to you about it. So if you like us, let us know, and we are always here to talk to you. We come here late night just to giving up our sleep just to talk to you guys, and we hope you enjoyed this session. And remember, for today, Simon says, don't give up hope. See you guys. Have a lovely night.
See you.
Bye.